didukung oleh.
Ya pemirsa, saatnya kita akan mengikuti perbincangan dalam Public Corner yang kali ini mengangkat topik Global Youth Forum bersama Tantri Moerdopo.
Selamat siang pemirsa, saat ini saya berada di Hotel Four Seasons Kuningan, Jakarta. Kita akan berbincang-bincang seputar Global Youth Forum. Data yang kami dapatkan, sebanyak 43% dari penduduk di dunia usianya adalah di bawah 25 tahun. Dan dari data tersebut, ternyata 60-80%-nya tinggal di negara-negara berkembang. Bagaimana kemudian ini untuk perkembangan generasi muda, baik dari segi kesehatan, baik dari segi pendidikan, dan juga masalah perkembangan ke depannya nanti sebagai calon pemimpin bangsa. Bagaimana juga organisasi-organisasi sosial maupun internasional bisa kemudian mendukung generasi-generasi muda untuk ke depannya. Untuk itu, UNFPA membentuk sebuah Global Youth Forum untuk bisa menggabungkan ide-ide dari para generasi muda. Dan saat ini, saya sudah bersama dengan Executive Director of UNFPA, Dr. Babatunde Osotimehin. Hello.
Hello, Tantri.
Good day, Dr. Babatunde.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia.
Thank you for welcoming me. It's very nice to be here.
So you are here for the Global Youth Forum, which is going to be which is going to be in Bali, 4 to 6 December. Before we go into this Global Youth Forum, I would ask about the UNFPA itself. What is it?
The UNFPA is the United Nations Population Fund, and it was established essentially to look after the welfare of women. And in the last 18 years, we've included women, young people, young girls, and ensuring that they have access to services, access to health in a rights-based approach. So making sure they can make choices about their lives and ensuring that they have, you know, the issues that they can look after. They have children when they want to have it. They have distance between
the
each
first
pregnancy,
and the second and the third,
and they're able to look after their children. We also ensure that young people have the education to be able to make those choices, so they can have protection against HIV and unwanted pregnancies. And that's what we do as UNFPA.
Okay.
So we work with women and young people and look after their health and their welfare on a rights-based approach.
As you are here in Jakarta, Indonesia, how do you see us? What is our challenge?
Well, Indonesia has done extremely well in terms of being able to bring women into the mainstream. You are sitting here, and you know, years ago this would not have happened. So educating young girls, young women, making sure we give them access to opportunities and being able to participate in development, and also empowering women to make those choices. We have, you know, a fairly reasonable rate of acceptance of family planning in this country. We've also reduced to a very large extent the number of women who die giving birth. But there are still challenges. Indonesia is not a one country in that sense. There are many areas of Indonesia. There are areas that are like Jakarta. There are areas that are a little remote, and the services people access in these different places differ. And so, in a sense, we have to make sure that we continue to work with the government of Indonesia to make service available to everybody when they need it. And in that sense, we will have universal access and reduce considerably the number of women who die giving birth, and increase to universally all women, all girls being able to get education and services and make choices for their life. So we're here long time, and we're going to make that difference with the government of Indonesia.
Okay, so what is the main activity that UNFPA do in Indonesia right now?
What we do right now is we look after the issue of family planning. We look after training of health workers who deliver the service, so that women who are pregnant, for instance, would have a qualified, skilled person to attend to her during pregnancy and when she gives birth. we also ensure that we encourage governments to place girls in school, making sure they don't get married early, because that, you know, disturbs them and doesn't allow them to reach their full potential. So those are the things we're doing in country.
Okay, and one of the major activities that you're going to do in Indonesia is the Global Youth Forum.
Yes.
So what is the main background of this forum?
The main background of this forum is that, like 20 years ago, in 1994, the world gathered in Cairo and came up with what we call the Program of Action of the International Conference on Population and Development.
Okay.
That Program of Action is the mandate of UNFPA. That's what tells us what to do. And we've come to a point, almost 20 years after, that we're reviewing that Program of Action. And once we're reviewing it, we wanted to ask ourselves, what are the things we've done well? What are the things we've not done so well? And we recognize that in order to get the answers we need, there are some specific groups that we need to challenge in order for us to get the answers we want. And so young people is one. And that's why we're having the Global Youth Forum. So the Global Youth Forum feeds into that entire review. And we expect that when it comes to 2014, when will be exactly 20 years, whatever comes out of Bali will be part of that review. Would also inform what we should be doing with the world, especially young people, going forward. Beyond that is the fact that there is also an international understanding that in the following year, in 2015, the world would also be thinking about what should be the agenda for development for the next 15, 20 years. And we expect that the outcome of this will be part of that. So young people will be right and center of development, and they can shape the world they want and the future they want.
Yeah, and the young people is our investment for today.
Yes, for now and for the future.
Okay, we're still going to talk more about the Global Youth Forum because this is so interesting. Tapi pemirsa jangan kemana-mana, kami akan segera kembali sesaat lagi.